lady. How are you? Hi, Daniel. How are you? I'm just sitting in traffic right now. But I got a pretty good view, I have to admit. So, not too worried about it. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? Hey, lady. How are you? Hi, Botrix. I'm driving home. I was sitting in traffic there for a minute, and now I'm just kind of starting to move. We got construction going on, and it's hot. Today was a hot day, and I got my work done, and I'm headed home now. Um, I'm crying. Why? Why are you crying? There's no crying in baseball. Into here. Okay. No comment. I'm crying because when a person forgives me, I feel like overwhelming. Oh, that's good news. So happy tears. It's so beautiful to drive home tonight with the sun kind of setting on the lake. I've taken this picture before, though. It's the same as before. The lake, the sunset. It's pretty quiet in here, guys. What are you guys all doing? What's everybody up to? Huh? 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 I feel like I've been live for like 3 hours, but I've only been live for like 10 minutes. So people are just now probably getting notifications or didn't get notification. So I'm like, I'm just bored. Now I'm back stuck in traffic again. Oh, I'm here. Well, that's good. I'm glad. I can come up on piano when you get home. Okay. So these two guys are sitting in traffic together. One's waiting and one's holding up traffic, so they're just sitting there talking to each other. That's funny. They're like, "Hey, how's it going, dude? What's going on?" Same to you, lady. I just don't use that love word very openly. You know that. Same to you, though. Here she'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. Hee haw! She'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. See, I was going around the mountain. Probably I was singing that song. So what's everybody doing on this Wednesday evening? Well, that's gotta be pretty boring so far. Oh, I get pasta when I get home tonight. or chicken. I can have pasta and chicken. I notice I don't talk when I'm driving, so I know that's why some people aren't talking this crazy. Oh, control. Just driving, driving, driving. And guys. One little bar, one little bar. And I'm driving into the sun now. Meg's why you're so beautiful. Because she's a puppy dog. She's a gorgeous puppy dog. She's my baby. That's why. She had too much chicken. She had I said something today, I guess. So my son called and yelled at me because I gave her chicken, guys, and then she threw it up. So you guys all say, give her food, give her food, give her food. She throws up with it, but I give it to her, so she can't have it. She reminds me of a cute teddy bear. She can. She can be. When her fur goes out a little bit, she'll be a little cute teddy bear. Right now she's very short. Now she just looks like bat ears. But she's already grown out a little bit. Her hair grows mighty fast. I can't see because the sun's right in my eye. It's a good thing I didn't just go straight because those are big snow poles that would have hurt. You know, those side poles that like are metal, they hurt. They don't feel good on your car. Just so anybody, if anybody is curious, they don't. I'm driving home, you guys. I guess I could have put the camera on so you guys could have seen my drive. And they were not beeping at me, they were beeping at the people next to me. There's no one behind at the stoplight. That's a stupid song that was on. I don't even know what I was listening to. I was zoning out there. All right. Be right back. Oh, okay. Not yet. You don't hear. Hi, they. Can you all hear? Can you hear me now? My phone is fucking up here. Now you can hear you. Good. Yeah, my phone was being weird. I think it's because it was on and off. It was on and off Wi-Fi, and then my phone kicked me off my 5G. It was acting all strange. How's everybody doing? I'm home now. Boiling water for dinner. And I'm just gonna be sitting here chilling now. Hello, Aqua. How are you? Are you gonna go live tonight, Aqua? Did your foxes show up yet? Hey, you're such a good girl. Yes, you are. Oh, yes. Oh, you're so wet from licking. You're so wet for licking your tummy, huh? And your side. Oh, you're so cute. Why do you have to be so cute? Why? Huh? You can't do anything wrong when you look this cute. Nope, you can't. Oh, yes, behind the ears. Oh, yes. Does that feel good behind the ears, Ginger? Hi, hello, and good night. Hi, Kasuma. How are you? Hi, Kim K. Tired and about to close my eyes. It's only 10:15, but you wake up at like 5:30 or 4:30. Hello, Kim K. How are you? You guys did you guys wait till I got home to start talking? Is that what y'all did? Y'all are stinkers. You're like, we're not talking while she's driving. 4:30ish, yeah. Feeling tired too. What'd you do today, Aqua or not Aqua? Kim K. Oh, 4 a.m. Sweetie pie. Yeah, it's 4 a.m. Sweetie pie. Sleep if you need to. No, she wakes up at 4 a.m. I just came in and it was silent. Oh no, I just walked to the door and my phone was being all weird. That was funny. It was just perfect timing, Aqua. Hi, Ronald. How are you? I'm home now. I lagged at that house today. I just could not get motivated. All right, let me go check my water and see if I can put my noodles in it. What? Wait, does it? Sorry, my son started talking to me. It is hot in my house. It is very, very hot in this house. Let's turn on the fan and see if we can. Is it cool out here?
Yeah, it is. Kind of. They screw up the dates all the time. There's always a flaw. And if you don't look for it, it's easy to find.
No.
I mean, we could just honor it, this one time. It's been coming for like 150 years. So.
Yeah, there's a date to dead Dave. Leave the food out, the critters will get it. This is how this starts. If this thing, sorry to compare you to rodents, man. I didn't mean that. I just mean to say the rules are rules. But if it helps,
If it helps, I have memorized. You know what else I need? Preparation H.
well, we're happy to sell them to you at full price.
Well, then why don't you buy it? Because you're a giant asshole.
That's a good one, man. But as Dave will attest, I've been told that before. Put that in the burn pile. See, Dave, I'll be back next month.
There, that'll get some air going. Can you feel it?
Switch. Let's just do this last question. Calm her down.
Yeah.
There, now we're gonna get some air. Just going to take out my bins right now. Okay. There. Now I'm in my comfies, in my cool comfies. Huh. Hi, baby cake. How? Hi, lowercase Arnold. That's Arnold. He's been around all day. Arnold? No, I said Arnold. Is it Ronald? Or Arnold. Ronald. Ronald. Sorry, I was calling you Ronald or Arnold. That's Ronald. Did I say it wrong this whole time? I don't need to catch the R. They're just giving you a hard time. They don't care. They are you kidding? I type weird things all the time in other people's chat. They have to read mine, so I don't care. And I'm no different than the next person. Nope, you're not. That's just Karsuma. She she's she's the she's the mom of the group. She always corrects. Don't worry. Don't take offense. I was today years old when I realized hotels also have bats. Yes, they do. Well, you got to learn something new every day, right? Otherwise, you'd never stop growing. Look, now you guys can see the pretty sights in my backyard. Or my that would have been the picture I would have taken tonight. That was what it looked like today. Trying to pick a video. Trying to pick a video, but they are too damn quick. Oh, bummer. What videos? Trying to take a video, but they are too damn quick. Got it. This is what I can't wait for again. Like the sun to look, or the moon to look, or the or this. These are all coming. I like this one right now. That seems like a nice one to do. Calming. Or that one. Calming. Or this one. I like all of them. I think I'm partial though. This is my hike. I'll go with my hike for right now. New moon tonight, ladies. Oh, no fox. But the magpies are out and about. Nice. Where's your fox? Is it mating season? Is it finding a mate? You're going to have baby foxes soon, maybe. You definitely live in one of the most beautiful places in the world. Yep. Yep. I took this hike, Aka. I hiked at the top of that mountain. And I was standing on rocks that looked like a picnic table. That's what it said, picnic table rock. And I thought it was going to be a picnic table with rocks all the way around it and views. I didn't realize it was going to be the rocks that were picnic tables. Okay, just checking. I figured you did, but I wasn't sure. Oh, got it. Okay. Hugs, love you, Megs. Ah, I told you I don't say that word very openly. I'm very shy. I'm not shy about it, but that love is a big thing to me. So I say I like everybody. Oh, I'm stretching. I'm touching my toes in the air. I've got my foot up in the air and I'm touching my toes. Oh, can you touch if you're laying down? Can you lift your feet and touch your toes? Oh, can I come up on panel? Sure. Are you gonna talk? You come up on panels sometimes and don't talk, Missy. All right, let's go check. Hold on. I'm coming back. Hold on. Aqua, are your babies out?
No, I'm just waiting for them. But I thought if I come up, then I can turn the camera on if they show up.
Okay. I'm eating my noodles.
Oh, I fancy some ramen actually. I'm
There's your
tempted. I
bow
have
tie
some with
pasta.
me.
Bow tie pasta with butter, salt and pepper, garlic salt, lemon pepper, and Parmesan cheese.
That actually sounds really nice.
Mm-hmm. It's awesome.
I just have beef and tomato noodles. How was work?
Good. It was it was a long day because it was hot.
Ah,
It
we're
was
warm
80.
here
It was
now.
80 degrees here.
I don't know what that is in the other way round. We do it the other way round.
I don't know.
I don't know. I'll have to look later. My animals are really letting me down now. They don't want to be on. They don't want to be live.
I know they're being shy now.
They're letting me down. We got all these subscribers so they can be live. Now they hide.
I need to put more salt and pepper on it.
I did see my fox this morning for about half a second, but when I came out, he ran away. So I don't know whether someone was horrible to him when I was away.
Is your
And
fox a
now he,
female or a male?
I don't know.
Well, maybe she's got babies somewhere.
I don't know, but I came back out and put a bacon sandwich out for her, which is why I've only got noodles left. So she hasn't eaten it yet.
What? I'm with it. Good news is, ladies, is you are entering a dream location, okay? In color fine, it's fine, it's fine now. You get your sweater, this color muscle.
Oh, it's cooling off and back here, but Brayden, does it feel good out there? It's been so hot in our house. It was 78 degrees in our house. I think that's why I haven't been sleeping so well because it's been so hot in my house.
Hi, lady. Are you not
Hi,
coming
lady.
out?
I dropped the link.
I know that's how I got here. I saw it. I thought, oh, okay.
Yeah. Anybody's allowed to come up.
I think we're going to have to go back inside. They're not going to come.
Oh, bummer.
I know.
You got a new sub today, I think.
I've got a few new subs. It went from 54 to 59. I
I
don't
might
know
have
how.
plugged your channel earlier today.
Oh, thank you. I don't care. I don't care about the subs, and I don't care about the
No, but then
mod
people are
stuff.
coming to see you.
I just wanted the 50 just so that I could go live. But things like that, they don't bother me. I don't want to be famous. I just want my animals to be famous.
I love her accent. I love Aqua's accent.
I love your accent.
I don't have one.
Nor do I.
Yes, you do.
Okay. Might as well make another cup of coffee.
How many cups of coffee do you drink at night?
Well, it doesn't keep me awake. It relaxes me. It sort of regulates
Oh,
me. So I can drink a strong coffee and go straight to sleep.
yeah, me too.
Yeah, that's ADHD. But
Yeah.
coffee is life. I drink about 20 a day.
20 cups of coffee a day?
And it has to be strong coffee. I like Colombian coffee.
Well, that's a lot of coffee.
Yeah. But it has the opposite effect on me. It relaxes me. So
Right.
I need it. I require it. But luckily, when you work nights, they provide all the coffee you need.
Right. Do you want noodles? Braden? Braden.
Every time I'm walking
The
past the
butter
camera,
melted
I'm
in the
looking
house
to
today.
see.
What? The butter started to melt in the house today. Our butter is melting. Action! How are you?
Action!
message number on me. And y'all are gonna give me a call back. Somebody, it's just thinking, oh, when
It is magical stuff, Kim. It's
What?
life.
What's aqua? Aqua, the coffee, and the magic, isn't it? Yes.
Can't kill her.
Sorry, my son has the TV very, very loud. Hold on.
The eyes, it's great.
Like he can't, like he's deaf and he can't hear.
That's the trouble. When you keep having it loud, you need it louder and louder, and then you eventually can't hear.
Actually, are you gonna come up and play?
Action, come up.
He can. You got your favorite two people here. What?
I hope I'm one of them.
You're one of them, yes.
Good.
What, Jackson? He says, guess what?
It's not. Tell us. Tell us.
He's keeping us in suspense now. Or typing it out.
Or it's something really long and he's typing it out.
Yeah. I think he's probably typing it out.
He could always just come up and tell us.
I know. But that might be too smart for him to think that far ahead.
Oh, come on, Jackson. Like I'm going to judge you. I think I've seen you at your worst.
Yeah. And I've seen a lot. You guys can't judge, though. What are we going to judge you on?
Just come up.
Is it a haircut? Did you get a haircut?
He's got no hair to cut.
Oh. I've never
What's
seen
that?
I've never seen him in person or on TV or on YouTube.
Huh?
I've never seen him on my phone. Like I've never seen a picture of him.
Oh, he's a hottie. Could never say that in Danny's chat though. He would have gone mental.
Oh.
Oh, is that a bird out there? Something's landed.
Oh.
I can't see what it is though.
I lost all my money in the sports bets. You lost all your money in sports bets? That's not good.
Well, it could have been worse. You could have sent it to someone.
Yeah.
At least you had fun spending it.
Yeah, I need money. If you have some money left, you're okay.
You
But
need
you
to
can't
get back in. Sorry.
go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I was gonna say, but you can gamble here for free.
Exactly. I want to go and see what that is that's landed. I can only see a black mark on the camera.
What are you laughing at? Action, are you just giving us a hard time?
Oh, it's only a pigeon.
Oh, it's only a pigeon, she says.
Yeah, we don't like them. They're sky rats. He's a big fat one as well, so he wants to stay away from our bread. He's that fat. I thought my fox had landed in the car park.
Oh.
What it looked like on camera. Never seen a pigeon so well fed.
Wow. I've required a sport betting addiction. I have to quit. Yes, you probably do have to quit. You could just send me the money, Jackson, and we'll call it a day.
Or me. And every time you send me money, I can tell you you're a winner. How about
Yeah.
that?
We can tell you you're a winner every day.
Yeah. Congrats. And occasionally we'll send you $5 back so that
To say
you
you
actually
won.
win. Yeah.
I can also be Pac Bell, Bill. I can be many different things.
Yeah, see, Tim's in for that as well, Jackson. So you've got 3 gambling places you can go to. We'll tell you your team lost, and then occasionally your team can win and you can have $5.
Hold on, I'm drinking water now.
Really can't call yourself a real American. If you sit behind the wheel of a marathon,
Yeah, no, I know. Kim, that was a smart idea, right? We'll be Gambler Anonymous, but they can just send us all the money so that we won't have to. And then we'll just send them back the money on occasion. They'll like when they bet big, we'll give them half their bet back, or what the gambling bot does. We're just gonna do here, but we'll keep the extra.
I think we're onto something, ladies.
Yeah, I'm a winner. Sometimes I'm a winner. Sometimes feeling it is better than feeling it. Yes, you're a winner, Jackson. Yeah, see, we'll go by what the bot says. And you either lose all your bet, you get half your bet back, or if you and we'll only do you one times your bet, not 6 times, because that would make us go broke too soon.
No, you can only have 33% of your bet back.
Because
So
the other 75% goes to all of us. We have to split it.
once you've built up $100, we'll go, woohoo, you've won $33.
Exactly. Oh, you're welcome, Action. Oh, I'm gonna have to have the fan that's down the hallway, like in the living room. I'm gonna have to open all the windows, and put the fan in the living room, and send all the extra um air clear this way.
You need 2 fans.
I have like 3.
Yeah, you have to get them so that they cross streams, like if you're
Yeah.
in Ghostbusters, and
Mhm.
just sit in the middle of that. That's what does it.
Well, it's just because it's hot. Oh, sorry, Ginger.
Yeah. I
It's just
hate the
hot.
heat, so I know exactly how to cool down. Or a bit too much, but you need to take off your panties and sit spread eagle in front of the fan. There is no, seriously, because it is true that if you cool the Fangita, the rest of your body will follow.
I bet I'll have to trust you on that. But
It works. Trust me. You go and do it, and then you'll be saying, "Oh my God, Aqua, that's amazing."
My depression has gotten really bad, Aqua. My brother started buying me self-help books. I was dying. Oh no.
Let us help you instead, Jackson.
Yeah, just come here and we'll just make you laugh and then not think about what's going on in your real life. And maybe if you stop gambling, your depression would go up.
Aqua, does it work for anuses as well? I would presume it would. However, don't try the other side because your balls might freeze. They're delicate little things, those. So yes, only cornholes and Fangitas.
Only girls. Oh my lord. The conversations that happen on my channel. Yeah,
I've either lost reception, I've either lost signal, or Meg, you've gone quiet.
can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah, I flipped onto another screen. I thought you guys could hear me on the other screen. Now, how long has it's for been 2 years, and I always think when I'm talking on the other screen, you guys can hear me. Now I find out you can't. See how it is?
There you go. Every day's a school day.
Yep. Cornhole club. I have such a joke about cornhole. Is that there? It was Zach Rushing, and he's a good old country boy. If you have never watched him, look him up. He'll make you laugh till you are dead. You're dying. He'll make you laugh because he's a good old country boy, and he has a nephew. And so they were playing cornhole one day, and they kept missing the hole. And they said, "Well, if you put grass all the way around it, they say it's easier to find it." His nephew said that at a birthday at a party, and I went, and they all went, "Oh my god, don't, nope. I didn't teach him it. I didn't say it. I don't know where it came from." He
That's
goes,
definitely a Jackson type of joke, Meg.
"Oh, I've got some of them." And my newest one is if you die, while you're having sex, you're coming and going at the same time.
Yeah, I like that. It is the best way to go as well.
That would be the best way. You're exactly right. I mean,
That's how I would like to go. However, I don't know who I'd like to go with because I'd feel bad on who the person I left behind.
Right? Because the other person's going, did I do something wrong, or am I that good? Like one of the two.
Yeah, probably big ego.
Yeah, big ego. I killed someone having
I
sex one
killed
day.
them with my dick.
Oh my, yep. They would be like, my big monster dick. Shut her right up. Literally.
I fucked the life out of her.
Oh my god. It hadn't gone there yet, Aqua.
I'm trying to behave, but when Jackson walks in the room, it's very hard. He has this effect on me. He makes me be naughty.
and everybody thought it was me. Now I'm the one.
Him. He just walks in the room and there's cornholes everywhere.
And anal. And Jackson, you've been here 2 days in a row. We have cornhole. We have blow up dolls. In my attic is looking like a sex dungeon. It's starting to not be okay. My basement is or my basement, whichever the two in the back. The people in the back are having way too much fun.
It's only just now looking like a sex dungeon.
That's true.
Maybe I'm a bit ahead.
Well, it's the second one. That's what it is. This is the second one.
I like that. First rule of Cornhole Club: don't speak of the Cornhole Club.
Where do these rules at? just so I'm aware.
That's Fight Club, isn't it? I think. Is it Fight
That's
Club?
Fight Club. Yeah, Fight Club's the same way. There's only one thing in Fight Club. Don't talk about Fight Club.
Not that I've seen it, but I've heard it quite a few times.
I've seen that show, and with Brad Pitt, and that's what he says. He goes, the only rule of Fight Club: don't talk about Fight Club. And they all went, yes, sir.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I think that's what it's from.
All I can see is those pigeons outside eating my bread. I'm going to have to give up on the rest of my animals and become a pigeon lady.
No, I think a pigeon lady. I thought you called them rats in the sky.
I know, but they're the only animals that are coming to visit me right now. I was outside smoking earlier. I didn't know we had bats, and all of a sudden I thought it was my robin because it was so small. And it just started, it was about 6 foot above my head going round and round, and I thought, that's not a robin. I looked up, oh my God, it was a bat. Okay, so we have bats.
Oh yeah, that's what happens. The bats come out. Yep. And I loved it. Hotels have bats. Yes, they do. And just
That's
as
good.
long as they're outside, that's good.
Yeah, it was outside, but it was just above the front reception door, so that's going to be interesting.
Oh, you could have a bat inside before you know it.
Well, the thing is, because at night I've
Hi,
been hearing
Crazy.
quite
How
a
are
lot of
you?
noise. Crazy! I've been hearing a lot of noises um, above reception
How's
in
your
the
patient,
ceiling.
Crazy? Is she okay today? Did she make it through a day? Sorry, her patient has 48 hours to live.
Oh no.
And that was on Friday. Go ahead with your bat.
Yeah, so I've been hearing a lot of noises in the ceiling crevices over the last few weeks, and I thought maybe it was a rat or maybe a skunk had got up there, but I'm now starting to think maybe there's bats in the.
She made it another day. No, but seriously, no. I really do want to find a movie like Notebook with, but with a cornhole though. Oh my lordy! No, she made it another day, but barely hanging on. Well, she's hanging on for something, so she must be liking it. She's waiting for something, so she's not dying until she gets it. So she could be here another 10 years. You never know. And the crazy, I mentioned you earlier because I was driving and no one was talking. I went crazy. I know you're back listening. Because crazy when I'm driving, she won't talk to me. Are they there?
There's one blackbird over there,
Oh, hold on.
but he's
Wait, I
too
gotta.
far away. Ah, he's hiding. He's hiding. He's just by the car. It's the only one that visited me. No. Can you see him?
Um,
He's right. Oh,
wait.
there he is on the wall. He's massive. Hi. Oh, he's going. I got too close. Okay, well, that was fun. I got off my backside for that. Hello?
Oh, look at the baby fox! Look at how cute he looks.
I got too far away from the hotel. I
The
lost
Notebook is
reception.
one of my favorite. I just watched The Notebook. It inspired me to have a summer romance. Oh, Grease will do that to you too.
With the romance films.
Right now, I've been on a horror kick. Everybody wants me to watch horror because some people have a fascination with horror, and I'm liking it. But I'm like, I kind of like my rom-coms too.
You should do it. As I said in the.
Did you see the Mama and Baby Dear I posted on Facebook? I've been watching them for a few days. No, I haven't seen it. I'll have to look. I haven't been on
I
Facebook.
don't use
I could-
Facebook. Can't you show us here? I want to see.
Why don't you
I
use
just.
Facebook? Well, it's the same as you could. It's the same
I
as
have a
Instagram.
Facebook from many years ago when my children were growing up,
You can
but
combine your Facebook
a
and your
lot
Instagram.
a lot of people try to from my old school days were trying to add me and things like that. And the way I see it is, if we were friends back, if we weren't friends throughout our lives, why am I going to re-add you? And
Yeah,
as in everyone, very private, so I just don't use it.
I've got about 65 friends that are like that. Okay, let
I
me.
just don't like people in your business.
Okay, let me see if I can. Oh, I'm on my phone.
I
I'll
saw
have
a
to play
deer
it
as
up.
well the other day, but it was I was going down the slip road on the motorway, just going onto the motorway, and
Yeah.
a baby deer tried to run out in front of me, so I broke and I stuck my hand out the window because we have 2 lanes going onto it, so the guy that was coming up next to me could see it. And he just
Oh,
started tooting, and the little baby deer ran back into the bush. But then about 3 foot further, his mum had not been given a warning, let's just say.
oh no.
So I cried the whole way home because now I know that deer was probably going to keep trying to come back out and look for its mum, and eventually the worst was going to happen because people fly down there at 70 miles an hour.
Oh, bummer. Well, hopefully the mama told the baby not to do that anymore and to wait. I'm sure mama wouldn't tell him bad idea and wait.
Yeah, but Mama wasn't able to do that anymore, Meg.
Oh, I nearly fell off because Aqua's picture made me jump scare.
Oh, Meg, you please.
Huh?
Easy sent it
Oh,
to you.
I know, and I'll send it to you right now. Hold on, because I
Lady.
can't. I have it on Wait, how do I? I'm gonna have
The
to.
robin is here.
Oh, the robin.
Okay, I don't know if you can see him though. He's on that path. How do I make my camera bigger on here? Can you see him at all? He's just playing with it. If I get off these steps, he's going to fly away.
Hold on, let me see.
There's a piece of bread just moving down that. If you can see it or not.
Yes.
That's the robin. Let me see if I can get a little
Oh.
bit closer. Oh, he's gone. He's on the fence now.
Well, where's your ducks? We have to see the ducks.
Oh, the ducks turned up the other day, but and brown duck.
They showed up the other day with 2 brown ducks.
I walked the mallard is the man, and
Right.
ducks they mate for life.
Right.
So I was coming back from the bins, and my ducks jumped in front of me. They came down. They like to scare me and just land in front of me. But there was 3 ducks. There was 2 mallards and a brown duck.
Oh, she's
And the
cheating.
mallards were fighting. Well, I think the mallards were fighting over her
Yeah.
because one of the mallards was trying to get from behind her. So I ran inside to get the bread, but when I come back, they were all gone.
Right.
So
Praying for Bambi. Yes, we are. And lady, yes, she did a jump scare. Okay, let me see if I can. I'll have to download it I'm on my phone, so that's what the problem is here.
put it in the Discord. I can see it there.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Why can't I?
I love deers and all that. I don't get to be around many animals unless they come to my work.
What are you doing, Lucinda? What are you doing? What's going on?
Oh, Jackson.
It's weird. Like it's not letting me send it to. Hold on.
I like chicken, ferocious little fuckers, but oh, all the girl chickens will have to go to the rooster now. Who is crazy bitch?
She knows she's coming on. Here she comes.
No, there's a message in the
It's
chat that
me,
says yo
crazy.
ho.
I didn't know.
Oh.
I didn't know she was in the back, and all of a sudden she texted me, "Let me up." Because
Good grief. Am I making the fart noise with my earbud?
No.
Okay. Hang on a minute. Let me find
Although
you.
they are welcome, Jackson's here. He likes a bit of farting.
Okay, share your screen and show us.
Okay. Shit fire. Hang on. I gotta find you. Present. Share screen. Audio. Let's see. Tell me if y'all can see it.
Not yet. Yes.
Okay, it'll play again.
So it's bigger.
Wait a minute. Did you say make it bigger? Oh, there it is. Mother fudger. I'm gonna mute it because it's just rain and it is so bad, but it's a quick video because I couldn't catch them. I've been watching them daily when I go outside.
Oh, I
and
see him in the
smoke.
background there. Yeah.
Isn't it cute? Look at that.
Oh, look at him go.
Well, I didn't think the mommy was around because the first day, it was awful because it was making that noise where it was crying for mommy and no mommy around. It went down that road like a pretty far ways, and I was like, oh shit, I need to get a hold of my daughter because she can bottle feed it, you know, if the mommy is gone. But the mommy was around today, so.
Oh, good. So mommy came back. So mommy was taking a break. Well, what they say, what I heard, and I don't know if this is true, and I just heard it on Facebook the other day, so you never know if it, if it's on Facebook, it must be true. But when they first give birth, they leave the baby somewhere for 2 weeks, so that like in someone's backyard, so that predators won't find the afterbirth and find it.
Well, in the hay fields, when we do hay, that's where they have them a lot. So mommy does hide them in the hay fields.
Yeah.
We always got to go through the hay field to make sure there's no baby, and we scare them up out of there so we don't run over them.
Yeah, because because someone said they had a baby fox or a baby deer in their backyard, and the mom was like gone, and they called the people, and they're like, "Oh yeah, you just have to wait. Like it'll come back with it goes away for like a week, so that checks on it and everything else." But
they don't go away as far as they're right there, they're near. Trust me, they're not far. If that baby starts crying, here comes mama. Like she's not far.
But she does it's so that she can be protective of the baby from a distance. Because if she was right on it, she wouldn't see any predators coming.
Right. Yeah.
Because they would come up for. So that might be what this one's doing. And it might be like, finally, I can show you the ropes. You can walk now.
No, Jackson. It was a baby fawn. It was a mama and the baby. And like I said, I couldn't believe how far it walked down that road. And it's all where my patient lives. It's just family. There's, I don't know, 5 or 6 houses. So, and then it's a dead end. And then there's the interstate. So I thought, man, mama, I bet you got hit on the interstate. And then here comes baby. But that wasn't the case, thank God.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
So how's your patient doing?
Horrible. It's been so mentally draining for me because I'm thankful that I get to spend this time with my patients, and it's just like, I don't know, the last days, if I can be there to make them comfortable, keep them comfortable, talk to them, hold their hand and love on them, then I'm doing something all right, So a lot of people struggle and they can't do it, but I love it. It breaks my heart, and I'm sad for the family, but at least I know.
You're doing the best. You're doing the best you can, though. Like you're giving her the best. You're giving her the best life that she can have right now. Like making her comfortable, and she's not in some home, and they're not paying attention to her. Where it's like there's someone there that's 24/7 that's right there for her.
Mm-hmm. And she's got a good family. It breaks their heart to see this, and they don't know how to handle it. So, I'll talk them through it and tell them what to expect day to day, because it's just, she's really declined. She can't do anything now. And like I said, I just keep her comfortable, and I preload the medicine for them and have them in syringes just so they'll have them I do all that. It's
God
been,
bless you, Crazy. God
it's,
bless you.
thank you. Aqua. It's been, like I said, mentally draining. That's why I'm not on here a lot. It's just, I come home and I'm so tired, but I need to get stuff done. I have a list of things that I need to get done that I just do little by little each day after work and then before work. So I'm drained by the time I get there.
I'm the same lady. I have so much respect for Crazy. I couldn't do that. I
You
couldn't.
know, I
I
like
could cry
everybody
and
says I'm
don't
a good
get there.
caregiver. Like I can take care of someone that's got a broken arm. I can take care, or a broken leg, and they have to get, walk back and forth. But at some point in time, I'm like, you have to learn how to do it on your own again. Like I'm only here for like the time being. I'm here for like the initial week or two, and then I'm out. Like I can't do where
You think
people.
you can't, but I've been doing it for 15, maybe 20 years. And it's rewarding you all because, like I said, I had a few patients at different times that their family was never there. Their family wasn't very good to them, but I was. I could be that peace for them, while I was there. The one patient I took care of, I don't know, 7 to 10 years, we called him Papa. Like I brought him to my home. I'd bring him to the kids' birthday parties, and he just became
They love that.
yeah, part of our family. We have some hilarious pictures with him with the kids' fake pew-pews, and he had the cowboy hat on. It was cute. So we have some good pictures of him. But if you can just be that person's good, their peace, like I said, just for a short time, it is rewarding because a lot of the elderly don't have family that comes in, and it breaks my heart. I have
Well, that's like my grandma. She's 97 years old, and she lives in a retirement facility. It's not. It's like where they have dinner and everything else. But a lot of like we take her out for birthdays. We take her out to go bowling and everything else. And my dad sees her about 3 times a week. But you're right, a lot of patients, because she goes to the doctor. He does all the doctor care and everything else for her. But she's still smarter than a whip, but she just doesn't. Technology has passed her, and so like to get her to open up, like to do work on her, to play her game, like to play solitaire on her computer or anything like that, it's very difficult,
Well,
so
see,
she gets
she's
lonely.
got dementia. That's what happened. So then, towards the end, when she couldn't remember anything, I would do the dishes and just do different things because I got so bored. So I would tell her, "Woo, we got those dishes done," or "Woo, we got all that laundry done." Like I always included her in everything that I done, so she thought she was doing
She
it
was
as
still
well.
part of it. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I'd say she kept talking about certain men that we never heard of because she just started losing it. And I would say, you know what, Miss Peggy? One good thing is he enjoyed that supper you fixed him, and she didn't cook anything. I said, he ate that whole plate. And she said, well, he's probably hungry. I said, no, he fixed that whole plate, and then you packed his lunch.
You told us you were looking for Curtis one day, or Chris.
Yes, yes. I said, you packed his lunch even. And he said, thank you. And he's going to be back after dinner, which he wasn't because there was no heat.
Right.
I think it was.
But by the time dinner came, she'd forgotten already.
Yes. And it just helped her bring her peace so she wouldn't stress over feeding this man. So I'm like, I just go along. Hell, I've chased chickens and cows off her bed. We've done all kinds of things. And there was no cows and chickens on her bed, of course. Yeah. Get her ready for the bed. She said she's going to sleep in the loft. I'm like, okay, I'll get you plenty of blankets so you'll be warm. Yeah. And then she's a Christian. She don't cuss, but for some reason she started a little bit, and she would say, she would raise her little fist and say, frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
Oh.
And I would just die laughing because it's off that movie Gone with the Wind. So she would say that, and I would start making her laugh because I would bust out laughing. I said, Miss Peggy, that's one of my favorite phrases that you say. And then the next day I'd come, I said, how did they treat you yesterday? And she'd say, horrible. I said, okay, whose ass am I kicking? And she would just laugh. Oh, she loved it.
Oh.
She loved it. We had fun. We did.
So after you're done with this patient in like the next week or so, do you have another patient lined up, or are you going to take a break again?
I think I'm going to take a break again. There's always patients for me lined up. Everybody always gets a hold of me needing, you know, because
But
they're,
you gotta take, but like you said, it's emotional on you. Like
yeah,
you had to, you had to take your time to say goodbye too. Like
yeah.
you put your heart and soul into it. It's you're losing your essential best friend for the day for like the last
She
week.
always did call me her best friend. That's the thing. She's always like, "You're my," and she'd cry and hug me. She's like, "You're my friend." I said, "You're right, Miss Peggy. We're good friends." I said, and that's why I can't do this without you, and you can't do it without me. We need each other, girlfriend. That's
Yeah,
what I always tell her. Hmm.
and that's hard because you're like like you said, they appreciate you and you appreciate them, but your appreciation is that you're doing the right thing, and they're appreciating you just because you're there.
Yeah, and see, she's not drinking. That's already cut off. We're just doing strictly the syringes. And then I'm pushing for the other woman that helps, which, oh gosh, I'm not even going to go there. But the sponges, I'm like, get them wet and put them in her mouth because her mouth has to be dry. And then there's a moisturizer we put on her lips. So I keep doing that throughout the day because I don't want her, I just think of her being thirsty. Like, I think, how would I want to be treated? That's how I go overboard. I know I do, but it makes me feel good to help them in that way, you know?
Yeah. Well, that's what, like senior living care. I mean, that's what it is. That's like you got to do all the things that the parents and that the kids they want to do but can't because it's hard. Like because you're saying goodbye to whoever, and it's got to be hard. It's hard for the parents. It's hard for
Oh
the
yeah, because
family.
they didn't want me to um they didn't want me to, let's see, I'll say it without saying it. There's two medications that I give through a syringe. I had to teach the girl how to pop the syringe and do it all in the syringe instead of, it's just I don't know. I done a video of me doing it and sent it, and the stupid bitch still couldn't get it. But it's less water. You do it all in the syringe and it pops it. It breaks it up. It's crazy. I'll send you the video in private, Megan, because it's me doing it and I don't want everybody to see it. But
Right.
she still couldn't get it down. But the family had an issue giving her this medicine. So I had to sit them down. I said, look, I'm going to be as kind as I can be, but yet straight to the point. Your grandmother is passing. She's she's at her end days. She needs this medication. If you're sick with the flu and you're laying there all week on the couch or in your bed, aren't you sore? Okay. If you were sore just with that, this lady's been laying in the bed for how long? She's sore. She's hurting. She's passing away. She's in pain. Look at her face. So is it fair to hold that medicine? And then they got
Right.
it. They understood. Because that's selfish not to give them the medicine. It's just selfish.
Well, no, and that's easing her pain, like you said. She if I was just sitting here stretching, if I'm just laying there and I'm, you don't use your feet, you don't use your legs, eventually they start to have kind of stiffness happening, and you can't, when you try to move them again or try to, just shift them or turn them over or do anything else,
Well,
that hurts them.
their skin really breaks down. The elderly,
Yeah.
it goes fast. So certain pressure points has to be lifted off and like with a pillow or whatever. And then you put the barrier cream on even their heels. You wouldn't think about it, but they'll start getting the ulcers on their heels from where it touches the bed. So you got to lift those up. You got to put the cream on it and cake that on it so it doesn't open up, because a bed sore is painful. Then you have to worry about them aspirating. And I had to cut the shit out of this, or not literally shit, but the woman was giving her liquids through the syringe. I'm like, look, lady, you're going to make her aspirate, and then that's a painful death. Stop doing that. And she did. Like, nope, they don't like me, like as far as the workers, but I'm being given the right to say whatever I want and to handle the business there, so I'm not letting them do certain things that's going to hurt her worse or make her miserable because they're going to make her choke to death. It's insane. I had a lady come in before me that wasn't changing her or doing none of that, and she was laying there all day, which I know for a fact she was. You can tell. So
Oh, gross.
I had some words with her, and I put a stop to that shit.
Yep, you gotta change the diaper. You gotta wash them. You gotta bathe them. You gotta do everything because they can't do it for themselves anymore. And like you said, Like, how much better do you feel after you've had a bath? You know, like, it makes your body feel good. It makes you feel like you're clean. It makes, I mean,
I even get a warm washcloth and I do her face daily because she gets little, the in her eyes. So I even wipe her eyes and then lotion her up. But, I make sure she has her medicine because, see, I'm responsible for all of her medicine. So I do it weekly. And I've tried teaching, like I said, I've tried teaching them how to do it. That makes it easier on both the patient and them. But this one woman she's dumber than fuck. I'm telling you, like, ugh, dumb.
it's amazing because that's when I was when I was giving birth, I had one nurse that was absolutely horrible. Like, I would ask for something, like I asked to turn down the heater or something in that room, and she go, the whole hospital stays the same. There's no way to turn down your AC or whatever in your room. I'm like, okay, I was just asking, like I was just seeing, is there a way? And then I can't, and she said, no, there's no way. So then the next nurse came in and I asked her and she goes, oh yeah, it's right here, and flipped it off the switch. And I'm just like, it goes to show that they don't care. Some nurses just don't care. And
Now, see, I'm the opposite with the air because the lady before me, I would come in, it would be 80 degrees in there. And you can tell Miss Peggy was just miserable laying there all sprawled out. So I would crank the air on because I just put 2 or 3 blankets on her because if you're like that and just your head's out, you're more comfortable than if you're burning up and sweating underneath the blanket.
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah. I like that. I would much like, you can add more to me, but if I have to take more off, it's miserable.
Yes. And you can just tell. And I told her, I said, look, put a cooler in here so she's content. She's all over the place trying to get out of the bed and everything else. When I came in, it was 80 degrees. It's 80 degrees. Of course, she's trying to climb out of that bed and get some air. Stop that. Don't turn that furnace. If you're cold, bring a sweater with you.
A sweatshirt. Yeah.
Crazy.
No, I'm one of those. I'm one of those that I would I'd be happy in my house if it was like 55 degrees all the time. Well, not like in reason, like all the time, but the same. But I would I could wear socks. I can wear sweatshirts. I can wear, I can I can turn on the fireplace. I can do what I need to do. I can have it be comfortable for me. But I'd rather be able to turn on the fireplace. I'd rather be able to put on a sweatshirt.
I started, I wear scrubs, so I started rolling up my scrubs and to my knees. It looks like knee knockers or whatever, but I was a lot cooler that way. And then I have this thing that I put around my neck. It gets wet, and I put it around my neck because, like I said, it was 80 degrees and took a while to get it to cool down, and it's horrible. Horrible.
So where's Blind been?
Oh, he's just been handling where he's getting everything situated there at his place.
How is he liking Is he liking it there now?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Is he still out? Is he still not having ice cream?
Every once in a while, yeah. He had some other day.
Does it make him sick?
No.
Oh, good.
It's just because he was eating a whole gallon at a time, like the big things. I'm not kidding. He would eat a whole thing at a time. I'm like, stop that shit. I kept telling him that's not good for you. He wouldn't listen.
I thought it was funny when he went into the store and they said, "Where's your ice cream?"
Yeah.
Yep. Nope. He's the muscle man now.
Yeah. A muscle man. That's why I always say when I leave, talk about his muscles and talk highly of him. That'll keep him around. Compliments. That'll keep him here. So
while you're here, he's here. But as soon as you have to go back to your patients, he's like, "Gotta go," and he wants to be right with you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. That's why I'm
Did your patient know about Blind?
No, I couldn't. At that point, she wasn't. No. It was hard to. She would talk to me a lot more than me telling her about anything about me, and I would just go with her, whatever she was in the mood to talk about. That's what we'd talk about. And usually it was gardening,
family,
or family, things like that. Yeah.
Yeah, when I got home here tonight, it's 78 degrees in my house. I'm like, I haven't been sleeping all that well, and I've been trying to figure out why, and it's because I'm so hot in my bed.
Yeah, and
because the time that I sleep from the best time, I swear to God, is I think that's like it's known. I think it's like a thing in the world. Like your body just knows. You sleep from like 3:30 to like 7 perfectly because that's when everything is finally cooled down, the house is cooled down, and I'm finally like I sleep like a log from, and then if I wake up at 7, I can go back to sleep till like 9. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
like the other times I'm just like flip flopping the whole time, and I'm like
Mhm. I gotta have a cool. It's 69 in here now because I'll cover up. I have to keep it cool or I can't sleep.
How are your kiddos doing?
Good. My youngest still hadn't finished his house, which he told me he may not because of my cooking. I'm like, okay, boy, I'll quit cooking. But I told him, I said, man, you live right over like a skip and hop. Like I can see your place if I stand in my backyard. You can come home and get mama's cooking anytime.
Oh,
Hmm.
he's being a mama's boy. He's like, I don't know about this.
Yeah, but she loves it because he wanted to move out when he was 18 after he graduated high school. He was gone. He's just very independent. But when he bought this house, it's just one of those tiny houses. He wanted to do his own stuff to it. So when he done that, he decided to move back home so he can leave from here and just go over. He can ride the 4-wheeler or whatever to get to it. And that way he's here working on it. He's got a lot done. He's getting it nice.
How are those scooters that are in your garage?
Scooters in my garage.
I was falling asleep. Remember when I was falling asleep and
Oh, yeah.
I was falling asleep and I start talking in my sleep for whatever I was online, and so
Yeah.
I finally said I started talking to my sleep and I went, crazy, go put back that scooter, don't do that.
Yeah.
Everybody that was around me went, what? And I was like, did I just say that out loud? And they said,
She's just trying to
yes.
boss me. Listen to that shit. Fun sucker.
Well, I swear, I kid you not, crazy. I have this picture in my head, of you coming out of a barn, and it's got hay in it and the whole 9 yards, and it's like wooded in the back, and it's like a green barn. It's like open barn, like it's a green, like it looks like a green, like the outside's kind of greenish and the inside's tan. You know what I mean? Like it looks like an old barn, and it's like that. And I see you coming out with a scooter. Like I have a picture of you doing it. And I'm going, and it's one of those things that when I dream something like that, it happens. So one day I will be there and you will be riding a scooter. Don't ask me how and don't ask me when, but it'll happen. You're gonna.
I don't do green on my barn. I couldn't imagine having a green barn.
It's not a green though. Like it's not a wooded barn. It's like it looks like it's an open air barn.
Mm.
Like
see, we do all of our stuff at the sawmill. Like we do our own stuff because wood's so expensive.
No, it's on your property. It's like somewhere on a property, and it's got trees behind it. It's like it's right out of like I don't know where it is. I don't know what it is, but I've had this picture, and I can like when I close my eyes, I can still see the picture. I could paint this picture and be like, wow, it'd be weird.
Yeah,
if I could paint it.
Okay, I'm gonna hop down. I just wanted to show you all that. I'm going to bed. I am wore out.
Please don't. I'm listening to your voice.
Between you and Lady, it's my voice.
It's so relaxing. That's why I completely shut up.
I've never heard anybody say it's relaxing. I've heard people kind of make fun of it, laughing like, "Damn, I didn't realize you was such a hick."
She says,
"Read me a bedtime story. I go straight to sleep."
I've never heard that.
Crazy is the one that like I have Karsuma, that's the sweet and nice and understanding mom, and then I have Crazy that's the if I have to go to Crazy, there's something really wrong.
See, I'm
go to Crazy.
I'm a hick with a dash of hood rat because people can be making that hood rat come out.
So between Larissa and Crazy, I've got the hood rat and I've got the ghetto. So then I have, and I'm not saying that in mean ways at all. It's just the way they both are. And then I have the sweet bomb, and then I have me that's kind of like the dumb blonde. So I have all of us.
Yeah, but if everything you go through, Meg, you need a couple of people beside you that will stand up for you.
And she does have quite a few people now, I feel like, that stand up for her. I don't stand up for her when she's in the wrong. I'm real big with that. And Lord
Yes.
Oh
knows,
yeah,
yeah.
I'm one of them. I have no problem telling you when you're wrong.
Well,
Mhm.
and I
But at
admit
least
when
I'm
I'm,
honest.
and
So when I
I'll
tell you
admit
you're
when I'm
right, you
wrong
know you're
later.
right.
Yeah.
I usually admit when I'm wrong later, but during the time if Crazy comes and goes, I'm not supporting this, I go, okay, Crazy, I get it. And then about a day later, I'm like, okay, you were right. Like,
Or she'll hide from me because I'm like, we need to have a heart to heart, young lady.
there was one time where I knew I was out of pocket, and I knew that I can't remember what it was, but I pushed the limit, and it was over someone, and I said something, but it sounded what I said and everybody thought I said was completely different, and so it was this big old thing, and I went. So when it got back to Crazy, I went, I didn't say that. I promise you. And she's like, I'll have to go listen. And she's like, okay, you're right. You're off the hook. I was like, I wouldn't say that. Like basically it was calling someone the R word that was not okay. Like and
Yeah.
I said, and it was not meant for that to be. I said something like she hangs around and does this all day long, but someone thought I said I stuck in the R word, retarded, and this person had a family member that had issues, let's say, and
Had a
so
disability. Had a disability.
Yes, had a disability, and so when I said it, it came off like if I had said it the way everybody thought I had heard it, I would have banned myself. Like it was, I went, what it like? Well, no, I didn't say that, and luckily because at the time everybody was clipping me, we were able to find it and say if I said it or not.
Oh, look,
And
there's a fox.
oh, is that a fox?
Mm-mm.
Oh,
It's
okay.
just a blackbird, which is why I'm quiet and I didn't say anything.
Oh, and so but when I got off that live, I went, nope. And because Crazy come in and said, Megan, we have to have a talk. And I was like, oh, well, so I knew immediately what was happening. And so when I talked to Crazy like 3 days later, I didn't say that, I promise. And she's like,
You notice she said 3 days later, the bitch hid from me for 3 days.
That's what I do when I realize I'm in the wrong.
Mhm.
I know I'm wrong, and I know I've been held accountable. We all need people to hold us accountable.
oh,
But I will hide a little bit.
Mhm.
well, and I've done like I say, in everything that I've gone through, I am far from innocent. I am far, 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 far from innocent. Every action has a reaction, and some of my reactions have been downright bitchy, I could say,
Yeah.
at times.
To be fair, Megan, I understand that. However, when you get pushed to a certain point, people holding you accountable for your reactions to what they have said and what they have done. So at some point,
They wanted
you have
that.
to.
They would gaslight her,
I
I guess, to
know
get
the
those.
easiest thing, Crazy, to just sit back and let it go.
Yep.
But some
I
people
know.
are cruel. People
Yeah.
are cruel.
See, I'm good at that. Like, I really am, like, just shutting my mouth because they show their true colors on
Yeah.
what a piece of shit they are. And
I
you just
do.
need to sit back and watch.
However, sometimes when you're pushed to a point, that's
Mhm.
you know,
Oh, there's
and then
times
I
where I
can't
come
stop
up swinging.
myself.
There's times where I use that analogy when I was talking to my doctor at one point in time. I mean, my mind when it was not always in the right frame of mind, and emotionally, my self-esteem has been in the dumps several times, and like I say, I've been pushed where it's like I'm pushed against a boulder and there's 10 people coming at me, and at some point in time I'm like cowering down, like holding my, trying to not have the hits. But then it's not like you say, at some point in time I'm like, I'm coming up swinging. Like I'm tired of it, and that's usually when I lash out. And when I lash out, I can
It's
be
severe. Yeah.
it's not, it's usually, and that's what they would love. That's what they were going for. Like they were literally trying to push me to those points to have me have a reaction. And when I say I was going through, it wasn't just like some people, like I say this all the time, it wasn't just one creator that I was fighting. I was fighting like at one point in time, like 5 to 6 of them pretty consistently. But there was times at the very beginning where it was I took on most of the drama, most of the Kylie Rodney true crime channels. Like they were all coming after me at the same time, but what they were making, I was the hit of YouTube for a good 2 or 3 months, and
Longer.
everything. It was that was the worst part, and then then the next people, then it was the next round of people, the next round of people,
Claire.
the next round of people, and it was after like the fourth round, people were like, "I'm done, I can't," and a lot of people had to walk away from me because I was hard to be friends with. I mean, they were getting Crazy's been in it, Consumer's been in it, where they pick on them, and it's like
And I
that's
don't
not.
give a shit. Let them pick on me. They ain't got shit to say about me. I mean, it's the truth. Let them say whatever. I've never been in trouble with anything ever in my entire life. I might run my chops every now and then here, but fuck you if you can't take it. Don't dish it out, bitch. That's what I say.
Well, they would, and that's how everybody got, but they went after my kids the most. For me, that they realized that
Yeah, I saw
my
some of that. They're
my
still doing it.
yes, they're still doing that. But
Yeah,
that's what
she
they
did it the
realized
other
is my
day.
that's where they realized
It's
it's
below the belt.
my Achilles. Like if you go after my kids or you say something about my kids, I'm gonna fly off the handle. And my daughter comes in here on occasion. She's underneath a different name, and some people know. But she played a joke on me one day, and she came in and asked me a question about her doing something that day, and I flipped my lid because I didn't know it was her at the time, and I was like, "Why the fuck would you bring my daughter into this? We were just having a perfectly good conversation," and I was so mad. And then my phone rang. And she goes, "It's me, Mom. It's me." And I was like, "Oh." She goes, "God, I thought you were going to start going off on someone." So it depends on who. Like it doesn't even depend on who it is. I will literally.
Regardless, yeah. Okay, ladies, I'm falling asleep. I need to get down and get in bed. I am more plumb out.
No.
I'm sorry, but I'll be listening. I love your accent, Uncle. I'll be
I want to
listening.
listen.
I'm listening another
See, I
time.
know she says we have accents, and I'm like, we don't have accents. You have the accent, Aqua.
No, you have the accents.
Yeah. All right.
Fish and chips,
I'll jump up
Jackson.
next time. Y'all have a good night.
All right, sleep tight.
Night,
All right.
Crazy. Thank
Good
you for
night.
joining us, Shadia.
You're welcome. Good night.
Night.
Yes, action. She did. She got me really good, and like I'm very protective of her. So she didn't think that I was. She did not think that I was gonna have the reaction I did, and I did.
Where are you going to eat your fish and chips, Jackson? Chips.
Well, and I like I said, I'm not always like I think that that's what the one thing I've learned about all of this stuff is that my reaction gives them a reaction. So, and every action has a reaction. So it was like, I would say something, they would say something, I would say something, and I would say something, they would say something, and it took me a long time before I went. If they're not standing in front of me, they're not going to hurt me.
Exactly.
Words,
But
words.
that doesn't make it okay when they talk about your kids. There's
Someone asked me.
certain things that should be. I understand that it's sort of relevant to the case. However, they're still children,
Yeah.
and that's untouchable for me.
No, well, my son was 8. My son is just had turned 18 at the time. Now he's 20, and my daughter was living in a different state. So my kids were not even around. So they really should never have been brought into it at all. And I was standing up for my daughter's best friend at the time, and still they're very close. And I've made people look at true crime a little differently. I've heard through other people that they look at it differently because I look at it the same way, and everybody does when it's on your TV screen or when it's on your on YouTube or on the news or wherever you're watching your true crime. You hear like the name Benjamin. Okay, Benjamin means nothing to anybody. Benjamin Smith means nothing to anybody.
I've
Like,
never heard of Benjamin Smith.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. You've never heard of it, so you wouldn't even know. You know what I mean? Like, you wouldn't think of. So when someone says Benjamin Smith is my grandpa, don't talk about my grandpa. You go, I don't care about your grandpa. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't affect you because it's not you, but
Yeah.
it's the person of the grandpa that cares. It's like,
Ooh.
and if they're getting drug apart, that's why they care. And it's very, and people, I would agree the same thing. It's like when you see some Sky girl, Sky River that's been murdered, and you see her parents on the thing, and you go, who you see their parents, and you think that that's her parents are dealing with it the best way they can, that they have the best people in their corner, but they don't always have that. They have people that are hating on them all the time, that are doing something to them. People don't realize that there's sleuthers out there that will find you.
It's just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous.
And like the sleuthers, they can be great or they can be hindrance. And in the Kylie case, they turned out to be a hindrance because there was no answer. There's no answer that's going to solve everybody's
I've drawn
mystery.
my conclusions from what I've seen, and I've probably not seen it all, but from what I've seen, I've drawn my conclusions on the case, and I think it was an accident.
That's how I believe it was an accident. That's what I think too.
I think maybe she probably locked the doors on her car, and it was dark. I've seen where it was, and maybe she went in and then she couldn't get out.
Yeah, we don't know the answers. Like, I've sat there for hours and trying to, like, I don't want to say make up something because it's not true. Like, that's why I can't, you know what I mean? Because it's all speculation. Like, I can't say that's what happened or this is what happened. It's only what I can.
They've made a major conspiracy out of a tragic accident, is what I can see from the outsider's view.
Yeah. And some people will not. It's been 2 years, and the parents have said stop. Let our daughter rest in peace. Like,
Exactly.
they've all said stop. There's nothing that's gonna. At the end of the day, it's the parents that are the ones that are gonna have to see it all. They're the one. They can't. Like I said, I was a hot commodity for 3 months, 4 months, 5 months on YouTube, and I have no relation to the family. I didn't even know Kylie. I had nothing to I don't know her. I don't know. I've never seen her in my life. And it's like, there's people that they were hounding because they want answers. They don't have to give you answers. They don't.
No, they don't. In fact, they deserve peace and not to be contacted.
Yeah. And you never, I have 10 people in here, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 that I know of that are probably here. So there's 3 that I have no idea who are. Let's just say that could be anybody. That could be someone that could be 3 wonderful people, or that could be 3 people that want me dead, and they're waiting for something for me to say something so they can clip it until the cows come home. And it's like, how dumb is that?
Well, they are pathetic, and they don't have hearts. Clip that.
Yeah. Well, that's exactly what we've been saying. Like, that's exactly what gets so frustrating is that I actually have a banner that says, if you come in here, you will be clipped. If you type in here, you will be clipped. I've had to say that to people that have come in and some people didn't want to talk because they would be clipped. That's not fair. It's not fair for for people that want to get to know me or, have fun with my chat. They can't come in and have fun because they don't want to get clipped. And I've heard that more times than not. And it gets frustrating for many different reasons. Some people don't get along, so they don't see eye to eye or whatever, and they never will because of what's happened in the past. And
if
some
you
people
don't get along, you just don't talk. Don't cause trouble for people. Just get along with your own little life. Calm is real.
Yeah,
and it comes back ×3.
Well, and in my 2 years, there's been major things that have happened.
So sorry. Look at Jackson's comments.
They can clip the cornhole. They will.
And the one above.
I agree, Aqua. And I'm writing. I'm writing the Manmore, Chapter 8 Cornhole Club. You guys are in it. And that's what I'm saying. Just like these conversations, they literally will clip them. They don't do it now as much, but they would clip them, and it would be, this is what's going on Megan's channel. She's not doing this. She's not doing that. She's doing this.
We're having fun. We're having a laugh. That's what it's supposed to be about. Coming online, it's supposed to be an escape from the real world where you can just talk to people and have. It's an escape, isn't it? It's a place where you can come. Do you need pictures for your book, Jackson? I think you should have a couple of mine. I've sent Danny a few bits and pieces over the time to forward on to him, so he's probably got enough.
Lordy. No, it just sucks because and then and a lot of them now, yes, they have apologized. They've said I'm sorry, and a lot of them have come in here and they've said what they're doing is unfair, and it's what I call is going with the herd. It's hard when you have 100 people that are going in one direction, and you're the kind of the person that's on the fence, and you get told you're on, you have to be one way or the other. And so, or not, they don't even tell you that, but you just you get involved and you hear it and you think, okay, so 100 people are doing it. I must be doing the wrong thing. If or I'm feeling the wrong way or whatever. So they would automatically go with the masses at the time. And, we would call it drink the Kool-Aid.
Sorry, he keeps distracting me, Megan.
Doctors ordered Aqua my feet depression need pics for my depression.
Jackson likes feet.
You like feet? That's gross.
I'm getting a pedicure this afternoon, Jackson. I will send you a feet picture later.
Oh God. No, I come a long ways, and I've learned that I can't change how they're going to feel about me. I can't change if they don't know that I'm sincere at this point in time. They don't know that I'm caring at this point in time. There's nothing that I'm going to say now that's going to be like, I'm going to change their opinion. You know what I mean? Like that as a person, I have a hard time when someone doesn't like me. If someone doesn't like me, I want to make them like me. Like I will go overboard.
That is ADHD.
Maybe.
It is 100%. It's called people pleasing.
Yes.
And I used to do that too. And it's very hard not to do that. Very, very hard not to do that. And you recognize when you're doing it too.
You're doing it 100%. Yep. And it's also codependency. There's codependency. It's people pleasing, and it's it's emotionally because you're always on the outside with like ADD and with all the other stuff, my learning disabilities and everything else. I've always had to defend my learning disabilities. I've always had to defend, and it's not defend like I'm saying that I'm wrong or that I'm right when I'm doing something, but it's the fact that like when I say something that they've said this about me, that I'm weaponizing my ADD and ADHD at times. When I'm like, it's
not an excuse, it's an explanation. And people need to start realizing that when we talk about our ADHD, we're not saying, oh, I have ADHD and this is not my fault and everything else. We're trying to explain to you why we are the way we are.
Yes.
And that it's not something that we can help.
Well, like my mom has said to me, I don't go out looking for trouble. I don't go out and I'm gonna wake up and go make everybody mad at me today. But like with my low self-esteem and my inner thought, my talking negatively to myself, I'm harder on myself than anybody else is. So when someone else tells you something, it hurts you 10 times harder because you're like, that's not true at all.
So then you're like, and then you overthink it, and then it becomes part of your belief system.
And you're trying forever to like make them understand that it's that, and they're like, well, now you're just pushing the limits. And I'm like, I'm not trying to push the limits. I'm trying to explain. But it's like, and that's why I say some of my reactions, I've said, like I said, I've done things that I stand behind to this day. Like I don't, I would still stand on them. I stand on them all, all the way. But were they right? No, not at all. Like they, as a person, was I in the right? Nope, I wasn't. But at the time, hell yeah, I was. Like
Yeah,
like
because that's how they affected you.
yeah.
Nobody can be you or be in your shoes or know what you have been through unless they are you.
Well, like they used to make, and then I had medication that was working against me at one point in time, because I was taking a medication that is supposed to help with ADD and ADHD, and it makes me focus and everything else. But when I went to the doctor, he explained it to me, and he was basically like, with this medication, whatever's on your forefront of your mind is what the medication is working to fix. So like if you're like for schooling, when I was taking this medication or when I'm working, this medication is 100% good for me. But when there's
because it
other,
helps you focus, but the trouble is it doesn't tell you what to focus on. So if you've got loads of negativity heading towards you, that's what you're now going to focus on.
correct. Hi, Sifa. And and so I and
Make sure
so
it's
and so they would say, well, she's using this against this, or she's using this against this, and I was like, I'm not. But and then when I got off that medication, I thought, I didn't think that there would be that big of a change. Well, people were like, it's night and day difference. And like I said, and then I went on it again because I was taking this medication for 15 years. So it was my normal. Like I know how I feel on that, and that's what I am used to feeling. Well, when this all happened, it changed everything. And so it was like my body chemical changed. My brain changed. My blood pressure. I was sitting in a resting heart rate of 175 at some time.
Wow.
For the top number, and it would be 110 over 110 or something like this. Like I should have been in the hospital.
What
Like
did they
there was
give you? What did they give you? Because there's two different types of ADHD medicine. They all have different names, but basically one's a upper to get you going and make you
yes, that's
focus
the one that
more.
I was taking. Yeah.
And the other one is more like the sedative type, which will calm you down.
I was taking Adderall, which was the one that was being negative
That
affecting
one.
me, and I've been that was the one that I've been taking for 15 years. So again, it wasn't like I'm addicted to it. It wasn't anything like that. It was that's how it made me feel. Now I'm on guanfacine, which is also for anxiety and depression, and then I take another pill on top of that. So I take 4 pills as opposed to taking 3 pills. So they split it up, and then I take very little Abilify. So I take like all low dosage of everything, but when I go back on my Adderall, my bitchy side comes out. Like I lose I lose the care side of me. Like I care about everybody, but it's like I don't see.
You start putting yourself first, Meg. That's what
Yes.
happens. You start becoming your number one, and you don't let anybody fuck with you. That's what happens.
Yes, it does. And during those times, I will tend to say some pretty off wall things that I would not normally say when I'm on the other medication. Well, I like I said, I don't see it. Kursuma, there's a few telltale signs that she's learned now. When I try to go back on my Adderall, because for work and just for my sanity, I think that's what it is. And she goes,
we all are. I'm on antidepressants as well. We're all slightly insane. It brings color to life.
have you ever took a pill that makes you sleepy? Yeah. I mean, I take a sleep multiplier. I don't even know where it came from, but it's better that it doesn't put me to sleep. It relaxes me enough to where when I do want to go to sleep, I go to sleep, and I am out cold.
I'm just scrolling up to read the comments. Jackson's saying, Meg, we like you, and that's all that matters. And we do. Meg, we love you, and that's what matters. I love you to pieces. You rescued me from a narcissist.
I took a pill that made me horny once.
Jackson, you do not need pills for that. You are horny 24/7.
How old are you, Jackson?
Old enough. He's a naughty boy.
Yeah, no, I take pill. I was taking a pill at nighttime to sleep. Like it, at the worst, it was the worst, and I braved the worst. And now, it's this is what I've said to people too. When it's only one or two videos being made about you, it's like, oh, it doesn't matter anymore. Like I don't feel like it matters. Like, but when it's 100, it's like it matters. But now that I'm down to the 3 or 4, I'm like, I can't complain. Like I can't say to someone else, don't get upset about it if it's 1 or 2 videos a week. Like I look at the
I
numbers.
get upset about it when I see videos pop up on my stream because I'm now in, like, I follow a lot of you, and like they come up in the recommended because you guys watch a few of them, so they come up
Yeah.
on my recommended, and every time I see it and I see Megan Cole or Megan, it's like, please just leave her. Like, it upsets me, and it's not even about me.
Well, and lots of people. That's exactly where people are at now. Is that they're over, you know,
They
and this
need to leave you alone. They
we're coming
really
up on the
do.
2 year mark. We're coming up on the 2 year mark, and if the cops wanted me at this point in time, or if I did anything, they would have come and talked to me. I've gone and talked to the police. I've been at the police department many times. The police have been in my house many times over this. Like, just, and if they ever wanted me, they knew. I'm not hiding from them. Speaking of, I got to call the courthouse tomorrow. I'm not hiding that. I'm not hiding from them. I'm not over a ticket, my speeding ticket that I got. They're going to take Travis school for. I'm not, like I said, I'm not hiding from them. If they want it, I mean, I've called the police. I've talked to the police. I mean, they know who I am.
I
They're
think
not.
they know that you've got nothing to do with it, Meg. They're like a dog with a bone, and they just can't stop, and they've got nothing going in their own personal lives. All they do, the amount of videos that a certain somebody, and I'm not going to give them the benefit of mentioning them, but a certain somebody makes videos on you nearly every day. So if she's making a video every day, she's got to be researching you for a couple of hours a day. You are her life. She has
Yeah.
no life.
And Jackson, I'm glad. I tell people, if you want to go down a rabbit hole, there's a whole rabbit hole there. Like you'll be stuck in it for 2 years. Like
Jackson, just start watching Larissa's. That's where I got everything from. Larissa's got near enough everything there.
the rabbit holes are that with me. It's like they just and it just never. Like I said, most of it now have been either privatized or removed because it's like, the Kylie case was such a so controversial that that it got to, sorry, if it was next to me, so controversial that I just kind of was like, I can't win, and that's when it was at its worst. But there was one thing that did happen that I was like, that I said that she contacted my father. One of them did. And she thought it was going to be, my dad was going to be angry at me and everything else. And my dad turned around and goes, I love you. Like, you're my daughter, and you're my only daughter. And, whatever
How do
you
you
need.
feel it's okay to contact somebody's parents or anybody's family?
They thought that was good because I got their channel taken down. So they were, so they felt like it was an eye for an eye situation.
No, it's not. It's completely irrelevant. Your family are not involved in this. Your friends
No.
are not involved in this. At the end of the day, you taking their channel down was probably taken down with reason, because YouTube would not have taken down like for no reason. There has to be a reason. It's not easy to get a channel taken down. So therefore, the channel was taken down by something that they had done, their own actions. So they have no one else to blame but themselves.
Well, what she was doing, ended up to be a copyright situation. She was playing my live, like I was going live, and she was playing commentary to my live, but she was playing the whole live in the background.
So can
And
you not
so
copyright claim that?
I did.
Yeah.
We got it taken down. I gave out 5 strikes in a day. One.
I dislike and report that woman every time I see her on my feed. I maybe shouldn't have said that, but yeah, I report every video. But yeah, they've not taken her down yet. I'm sure they will at some point.
She's just got so crazy.
It's defamatory. If they really want to play that game, it's defamatory.
Well, and unfortunately, as much as because I can take them all down now. Like they've said enough, they've done enough, where I can take them all down, and if I want to go to court.
You should
But
take them all down.
the only reason I didn't is because they have families. It's just it becomes.
But they don't. That's not your problem. If they're getting their channel taken down, it's because of their own actions, and they are responsible for their families. I know you've got a good heart, but that's their problem. That's a lesson that they need to learn. They obviously wasn't parented right if this is how they treat people. So by taking them down, you're actually doing them a favor, because you're teaching them a lesson and showing them that's not okay, and their children won't grow up with the same values that they have, because they'll see the difference between right and wrong.
100%.
How's the weather?
Good, Sifa. I'm okay. It just gets very and I'll be there in a minute, Sifa. It just gets very trying on my mental, because I'm so nice and I don't want to hurt anybody. And like I said, to do anything, it's the cost to do anything is $500 out the door. Literally out the door. And when I say it's $500 for this, it's $500 for that, it's $1,000 to get a lawyer, or more, to get a defense attorney, or whatever I need. I don't know if it's a defense attorney or I say it wrong all the time. Whatever. It all costs money, to find someone that's going to take my case now would be harder.
It's a shame you can't find someone on a no-win, no-fee basis.
Well, and I've had people, reach out to me and say, I'll do what I can to help you and everything else. But, at the end of the day,
there'll always be fees associated, won't there?
Yeah. And it's not fair to have my subscribers, to ask for them for a $500 donation. It's just not. Even if I could get it back, if it's up front and I get it back and I pay them back, it's just not okay for me to do that. And at one point in time, because they think that my family is rich, they think my family has all this money. Well, my parents don't. And my parents, they help me where they can, but they don't, I'm not using that as until I wasn't going to bring my parents in. Well, when my parents came in, I think that they kind of went, oh shit, now, she really does. She has the money back her, and so it was like, okay, if Megan really wants to put the pedal to the metal here, she can. Now, does she want to? No, I don't. It's like I said, she's 3,000 miles away from me. One of them was
Meg, call Morgan and Morgan. I keep seeing them advertised on stuff on
yes.
YouTube streams.
Well, it got to be very trying. And the other thing too is with this thing is that you go to the courthouse and it's very easy to say this is what's going on, but you go to the courthouse and they give you a packet of papers that says here, what you like for a civil matter or whatever. And question number 1 is like, how are you being bullied? And they give you 3 lines. And you go,
can you not submit video about 10,000
yes,
videos?
But then you have to find someone that's going to go watch it all. And you have to have and then you have to bring your report. Like, that's what I'm saying. There's something after everything, because we thought the same thing. Well, then you have to have a thumb drive. Then you have to have it be able to be seen in court. You have to watch it in court. Yeah. At some point in time, I'm having to see it over and over and over again.
It's bringing it all back up again.
Yes. And it's like I said, there was a time where, okay, Megs, we won't start without you. There was times where everybody's like, that's why there's discords that have been made that were for me in positive forces, and they tried their very best, but I couldn't see it. I couldn't go in physically. I couldn't go in, and then I wasn't, and then everything kind of happened, and we aren't friends anymore right now. But I don't care to see it. It's like I don't want to see every single thing that is still happening. You know, like there's times where I'm like, I don't want to know about it. If I don't see it, I don't want to know about it. And you know, I see a lot of it, but there, I don't pay attention to the comments. I'm not in the comment sections. You know, I'm not policing comment sections. I'm not doing all that kind of stuff. Well, I have people that are taking screenshots of the comment section because they want, you know, that, which is wonderful.
They're
But
building a case for you so that if you
yeah,
ever need it, it's there.
yes, but I don't want to. But it's very difficult for me because I don't really want to see it. But at the end of the day, if I had to, it is, and there it is now. But it's
Sorry.
there's always two options. I know a guy who takes.
Who knows a
I know
guy?
a
Who
guy
knows a guy?
who knows a guy who knows a guy. Oh, that you know there. I
Yeah, let's not
there's
talk
other
about your
there is
guy that
other
knows a
options.
guy that knows a guy on YouTube, Jackson.
Yeah. Well, and most people have had really good intentions that have been helpful on my side. They've all had good intentions, and like I say, I take it wrong at times because you know I see what they're trying to do, but I look at it and I go, "Fuck off!" Like I don't want to know. Like
Yeah,
you know, but they're telling me about it, and then they get their feelings hurt, and I go, "I'm not trying to hurt your feelings. I just don't want to see it."
it's just a bit too much. You just get sick of it.
Well, and I do. I get sick of it, and I'm like, I don't want to. I don't want to have to relive it every day. And you know, it's the story. It's a story that's never going to end for me. As long as I'm alive, there's always going to be one person per se in a group of people that are going to be like, oh, I'll do this, or I'll do this, or I'll do this. And like I said, there's always the next person too, where it's like the next group of true crime people that want to pick it up because there's a controversy. They want to pick it up and they want to be like, I got this, I got this, I got this. You
They're
know, we can figure
relentless.
this.
They are truly relentless.
Yeah. Well, now it's gotten to be a point where it's more of a joke, like with certain people. Thank God. Even people that were back in our 100, 1,000%. And one of them uses God in the
Yeah,
whole
I know
thing.
that's the one I was talking about too.
Yeah. Well, that's
It
what
makes
that's
me laugh because everything that she is doing,
is against God.
yeah, you're not going there, sweetheart. I'm sorry, but the way you are treating another human being, that's not a place you will be welcome. And I don't think he would be very pleased that you use his name
No,
as a
I don't. I
front
don't.
for the way you victimize people.
Well, and like I say, if she ever even got one thing right, then I'd give her a thumbs up. I'd be like, "Yay, you got one thing right! Like, I'm proud of you." But she's like,
I
it's like we
told
said.
you, Meg, it's all your fault because the sky was blue that day and the sky's blue where you are. So it's all connected.
No, you're not lying. You're absolutely not lying.
Speculation, of course.
Yeah, you're not lying. You are not lying, which is the sad part about it is that
That's how
like,
I see it. When I see the connections that are attempted to be made, that is how I, as an outsider, see it.
well, like
And it's
in right now,
laughable.
like she just said recently. I heard she said, and I'm subscribed to it because every time I have to kind of have an idea when I have 35 people in my chat, and I don't like I like people come and go, nope, don't talk about it, don't talk about it, don't talk about it, and I'll be like, what am I missing? Like what am I not supposed to talk about? So I
You
have
talk
to
about
go
it for
through that.
5 minutes and watch the numbers go up.
Yeah. And I go, oh, and when I hit 21, I'm like up to 21. I pretty much know who they all are, like, give or take. But when I get over 21, 22, 23, and 24,
They're just cronies. Oh no, we've lost Meg. Meg. It is really messed up, Jackson. It really is. She's a nasty human being. It's her kids I feel sorry for.
yeah, like,
She wants to bring other people's children into it. It's her kids I feel sorry for, because this is the example she is setting, and this is how she's showing them that religion is, and it's not good.
Well, she is showing them that religion is, she's Bible thumping, and she's saying that God is great, God is the glory, and she's going to get the God is going to show her the way. God is already, God didn't ask for your permission. God didn't ask for your help. He's already taken care of it. Last time I checked.
People like that don't live very good lives, Meg.
No.
So God is probably showing her already in the background that what she's doing isn't right. But
Well,
she's obsessed.
like I
She's
said,
in love with you.
and the other thing that drives everybody crazy is that she doesn't do retraction. So when someone calls her out and says you're wrong and it's provable fact, she doesn't care. She just keeps going.
That's because it's only speculation.
Yep. Question mark.
Well, I speculate she's an idiot. And she's going to die a very lonely woman when her children realise that's not how the world really is. She's obsessed with Meg. She's totally obsessed. It's like she's in love with her, Jackson.
Yeah. I think that when she started saying that I moved people from my town to her town, and that I set up her daughter to be for someone to give her Skittles or whatever, or Nerd and poison her. I went, I did that.
Oh my God, I saw that, and someone called the police for her, didn't they?
Yes, they did.
That was so funny. But of course, she panicked. The police were outside my house. Oh, it just gave her more drama. Something else to say.
Yeah, everybody said you think your kids have been poisoned, but the first thing you do is urgent. My kids have been poisoned on
You go
YouTube.
straight online.
Yeah.
That shows not only one, you didn't believe it, but two, that's how important your kids are to you. You think your kids have been poisoned. You A, rush them for medical care.
Yeah.
B, go on YouTube and tell everybody about it.
Well, I think that she knew how stupid she was when the cops showed up. She's like, "What do I do? What you're evidence."
I must admit, I liked that video. It's the only I didn't physically like it, but I did enjoy that video. I think it's the only one of hers I have enjoyed.
Sure.
Nasty human being. Right, I'm gonna go and let you watch your movie, and I'm gonna finish up on here.
Yeah.
And I shall jump on the chat when I'm on my way home.
Okay.
Jackson, I shall send you feet later.
You also like sticky armpits, Jackson?
No, he likes to smell cornholes and look at feet pics.
Look at him. He's like, love. I love it.
Jackson loves a cornhole and a foot.
Alrighty.
Please do it. It helps him with his depression.
When I get my feet done this week or next week, I'll send them to you, Jackson.
I actually have a pedicure booked for this afternoon, so he chose the right day.
I have to go on vacation, so I'm probably gonna get mine done or paint mine. So we'll see.
Oh, I don't ever paint mine. I feel like I'm putting someone out of a job. If someone wants me to pay them £20 to paint my toenails, I will let them.
Yep. All right, guys. It's going on 2.5 hours or 2 hours and 45 minutes, and I have a date to go watch a movie. So
I know. I got the notification, so I shall let you go.
Yep. And so I'm headed there now. So I will talk to you guys all in the AM, or if I go live later when I can't sleep, we'll see.
I will see you in a bit.
Okay.
Bye, everyone.